break that one now. And while we're on the subject of lymph, I'd like to like you to train each other from this tape about how to take lumps out of breasts. This happens in both males and females, but obviously it happens more often in females. This is one where the polarity helps a lot. It's very much more valuable to have a male help a female. But it's not so important that a female can't help a female. It just works a little bit better. So we encourage husbands to help wives or some male in the family or some male friend to help with it, but very often it's best to practice female to female. This is a 5-point or 5-position process, and I'm going to give you all 5 positions, and I'd like to tell you in the beginning, position 1, 3, and 5 are exactly the same. That's going to make it a considerable amount easier. So let's get that first position, which is also 1, 3, and 5. First of all, you find the sternum here. That's the breastbone. And it goes right down to where your rib cage starts out. Wherever there is a lump in the breast, you want to be just about even with it. So if we're working right here, I'm going to come on the side of the sternum, and I'm going to push slightly to the opposite side. So I'm working on the right side of the model. If we're making an assumption that there is a lump in the right breast, then I'm going to be pushing on the right side of the sternum towards the left. Now I'm going to take the left hand and put it on the back just about even with it. Again, even with wherever the lump is. And I'm going to push against the spine. So I find the spine, and I get on the right side of the spine, and now I'm pushing towards the left, or towards the patient's left, from both sides. Now, Hanna Kroeger says you hold this for 30 seconds if the lump is not cancerous, and you hold it for 60 seconds if the lump is cancerous. Now, if you're not really sure, what would you suggest that you do? Of course, hold it for 60 seconds. So hold this for 60 seconds. And I'm not going to hold it for 60 seconds on the tape. I simply want to demonstrate each point, and then you can practice and do it for real as you put this video on pause. So this is point number 1, which I'll hold for 60 seconds. Point number 2 is I'm going to leave the back hand in place. Take the right hand and put it up under the armpit, right into the armpit, the fingers spread like this. And it's okay to put your hand down. Just make this relax. Now I'm going to hold this for 60 seconds. If I'm going to do the treatment, not for the video. Now, I told you position 1, 3, and 5 are the same, so if this is position number 2, to go back to position number 3, I'm going to right back to where I was here. I'll hold this for 60 seconds. Position 4 is very similar to position 2. You put your left hand in the armpit again. Now, I'm doing this slightly awkward. You can walk around, if I may, to the front, and then you use the left hand to come in this way. Hold it again for 60 seconds. So this is position 4. Position 1, 3, and 5 are the same, so of course when I let loose position 4, I go right back to position 5. So let me repeat this, but I'm going to go on the other side of the model just to make sure we have it clear. So now if we're assuming that there is a lump on the left breast, then we find the sternum and push against the sternum from the left towards the right with the front hand. The back hand, and see how natural it is if you stand on the side of the lump that you're working on. The right hand goes against the spine, pushing from the person's left to the person's right. Position 1, position 2, position 3, position 4, and position 5. So it's a 5-point process. You hold each point for 60 seconds just to be absolutely sure. Do it twice a day until the lump is gone. Now, we've had reports in which the lump has disappeared in 1 treatment. We've had reports in which the lump has disappeared in 5 treatments. We've had also reports in which it disappeared in 5 days. I can't tell you how long it will take, but I can encourage you to stay with it consistently. And sometimes, if you can't find the same person to do it, have somebody else do it. Learn it for yourself, ladies. And men, I think you will want to be able to share it with a number of other people. We encourage everybody to learn it because the alternative to leaving the lump and having it operated on is not very pleasant. And this is so much easier, so much more natural. We're not going to use any chemicals. We're simply going to use the healing power of your hands, simply put in the right place. Now,